What's happening, guys?
Hey!
James here.
And Anna.
And we're going to be listening to something different today.
It's a little different for you guys.
Yeah.
And it's a little different for us.
Yeah.
But he's been used to this for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little too much.
Yeah.
And by that, we mean this is my band, Dragon Chaser, debut EP.
And by band, he means literally him.
Yeah,
He did everything other than playing the drums.
Yeah, I programmed the drums and the bass. I recorded all the guitars and did the vocals as well. First time doing vocals. And
coming from a guy who says he doesn't sing and is not a vocalist, and hearing it for the first time, you're going to have to prove him wrong and tell him, because apparently me saying that he's a vocalist goes nowhere.
So the vocals came out pretty great, I think. But this is literally my first time recording vocals ever.
Yes.
So the fact that they came out this good, I'm very surprised. And yeah, maybe I just got to practice more and only get better from here. So,
it's true.
But it's kind of crazy what I've been able to accomplish in about 2 years. So if you like fall, gent, modern metalcore, deathcore, ambient, melodic, modern metal, you might like at least some of this album.
Could you fit 4 more descriptions into that?
Beautiful, fantastic, magnificent, and ethereal. There you go.
Sure. Yeah, let's roll it.
Well, all right. So I did the visualizer all myself.
Yes, I haven't seen the visualizer, so this is my first reaction to it.
Yes, and we're gonna listen to the album for the first time with good headphones. So it's gonna be a little bit different. You'll be able to hear a lot more.
Yeah, the first time I heard it was in his car.
Yeah, with them big speakers, big sound. So big sound. This is going to be great. I hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, share this with anyone.
Yeah.
Get the word out there. I got more music that I'm working on in the meantime, but would love for this to get shared around and maybe some people will dig it.
Yeah, we're hoping to get some traction.
Yep, it'd be really cool. So thank you guys for taking the time, and let's check out Dragon Chaser, Sagistic Visions EP.
Let's go.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go. Nope.
You suck, go.
Very trippy.
Very.
Kind of the point.
Yeah. Oh, they look like eyes.
Chills. So creepy.
Yeah.
Nice.
aliens.
Dollar Maze. Party time! Here's again. I love this breakdown. Woo! Chills every time. I love that breakdown. Alkaloid poisoning. I like this one a lot.
I love this song.
Cool, right? So trippy. Melting.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
That hits hard.
That does. That's very hard.
You ready to thaw? The ending of this one.
Yeah.
The ending is nuts. yeah.
Damn. Ow.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Let's go.
Oh, right.
My
that's
favorite part.
Yeah.
Favorite part of the album.
Woo.
Let's go.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You ready?
Hands. I love this.
I love this effect. It's so cool.
That is really cool.
And he's back.
Baby.
And he's like, what the hell just happened?
Nice. Hey.
Just take visions, baby. Boom.
Wow. Holy crap.
What a ride.
Oh my gosh. That was many visuals.
That was a lot of visuals.
That was a lot of visuals. And it was me kind of re-listening it.
Yeah.
Re-listening to it for the first time in a way. Because the first time was a while ago, and my brain is awesome and remembers things like a beta fish. So listening and seeing this for the second and first time, a lot of emotions came up. But one thing I wanted to ask you that you didn't get to explain was, what's the theme and the whole message of this EP?
So it's a concept album about basically someone taking a high dose of psychedelics, or a psychedelic, whatever you want to think of it as, and the 4 stages of the experience. So the first song, Fear Eater, is about trepidation, pretty much. So it's like fighting your inner demons, throwing yourself into the fire. You got to take all these psychedelics to you, like you're trying to do like a heroic dose. You know, you're trying to like go really far and like learn things about the universe and stuff. But you're also really afraid because of the power of these things. So it's you like fighting yourself and fighting, like getting through that and just like doing it and fighting your own inner demons inside of you that are telling you, you know, yeah, this is not for you. You're not like a sage. You know, you're not meant for this. This is not for you. Blah blah blah. But it's just your inner demons, and yeah, that's what the goblin things were in the middle.
Yeah.
And the goblin voice talking to
That,
him,
yeah,
to you in your ears.
Infuriator.
That's like your
yeah, that
your
was
inner,
cool.
your
That was a
inner
cool
dialogue.
visual. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that was about.
Okay, cool. What do you want to explain each song, or do you just
Yeah, real quick. Mandala Maze, the second one, is about you've crossed the threshold, and now you're just experiencing the psychedelic experience. Everything is beautiful. You're seeing all the colors and all the shapes and everything come alive, and everything's just peachy. Everything's great, you know. So you're just kind of in bliss, you know. I say that a lot in the song. So that's just like the feel good song. Everything's great. Second stage. One. Yeah, that's
like
usually like yeah, me too.
And I've heard the progression and transformation of all of these songs since he's made them, and Mandala Maze itself came out before he redid it.
Yeah, as a demo. That was the first song they
was
released
demo,
as
that's
Dragon
right.
Chaser, just as like an instrumental demo.
And
this is reworked completely and added a lot.
It's such an upgrade.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was such an upgrade.
Big
and the
upgrade.
first time I heard it, I was just like, there's no way this is the same song.
No, yeah.
And
that's good.
then which is really good. It had a lot of the same themes and a lot of the same riffs and whatnot.
Basically
but
the
it was
same
a
song,
lot
but
it was a lot deeper.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more powerful.
Had a lot more ambient parts too. I added more tracks, and the mix is all, of course, better. And the addition of vocals as well.
Yeah,
It didn't have vocals before, so that added a lot too. So.
Oh, who mastered this?
Elliot Merriman, Thal Master, mixing, mastering engineer.
Yeah.
He also did some production. He helped with some stuff like ambient stuff, which came out really sick. So he's in the band Our Common Collapse, and he's mixed bands like Cat's Claw and Reflections, and worked with bands like that. So he's at the top of the game, top level. Elliot, dude, you're awesome. This thing came out so sick.
So good.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. Hits so hard.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I wanted.
Okay.
So that's Mandala Maze.
And then
Alkaloid Poisoning, the third one,
yes,
is about basically you got alkaloid poisoning, right? So alkaloids are the chemical that make you trip from psychedelics. That's what makes you feel like nauseous, and what actually triggers a lot of the of the experience. So this is like, okay, you've done a little too much, your body's starting to kind of reject it, you're starting to get nauseous and sick, you're starting to like see really weird stuff also. So that's why some of the visuals in that visualizer are like really weird and a lot more like intense.
Yeah.
So your things are like you're seeing stuff that isn't there, that's scaring you. Stuff like that. So you're like really deep in the experience, but you're also like, I kind of want to get out, like I'm done with this, but I'm like, you can't go back.
Yeah.
So you just kind of have to deal with it somehow.
Through.
There's also a theme of like, it's more of a single, so like Mandala Maze and Alkaloid Poison are very much like singles. Like they have a traditional song structure, basically intro, verse, chorus, breakdown, chorus, more or less. But for this one, there's a theme of like, it's called like, I think the word is called looping, where if you're like in a I know it happens with Amanita muscaria mushrooms, like the Mario mushrooms. If you eat those, the red and white dot ones, if you eat too much of that, it can trigger a thing in you where you kind of basically loop yourself. You get stuck in a loop of doing something over and over again, and you can't get out.
Oh.
So it's like, I've heard of people like they keep going for a cigarette to smoke, but they don't have cigarettes on them. So they just keep going this, but they think they're smoking it. They'll smoke it for like 5 minutes, okay, and then they'll go back. Oh, get another one. Or they're like, they open doors and go through doors for no apparent reason, just because they feel like they need to go through a door, and it just keeps this recurring loop of whatever it is. So the song kind of does that too, where a lot of the parts repeat and stuff. Or some of the instruments like kind of repeat in a different way throughout the song.
Right.
You're also adding stuff throughout the song, so you're kind of building up that way. But that's kind of another underlying theme of that song, where it's like a side effect of tripping way too hard. You can get stuck in this looping effect where you're just kind of going crazy. Psychosis is also another part of that. So you're entering a state of psychosis. You kind of forget who you are. You're disassociating. You don't know what's going on. You forget who you are. You don't really know who you are. You're out of body. So alkaloid poisoning is really intense like that. That's like, okay, you're like peaking really hard, and it's just intense.
Crazy.
The last song, Apocalyptic Nightmare, is basically the peak of the album, but it's also like the kind of the point of the album. You've crossed another threshold so far. You've done so much of this, whatever psychedelic. It catapulted you into literally having a vision of how the world's going to end.
That's cool. So you spelled apocalyptic not like apocalyptic.
Right.
Why?
Because an epoch's worth of time is a crazy long period of time. So the point of this is that humanity's messed up so much, and we've killed ourselves. We've destroyed this planet so hard. It's filled with hatred. There's a lot of love in there too, but like the way we've handled ourselves as humans and treated the planet and other animals is kind of like beyond repair, and it's gotten so bad that however you want to think about it, God or the universe, aliens, whatever, is basically sending an apocalyptic event to destroy the Earth,
world,
to reset humanity, but not only to reset humanity, but like to make humanity go extinct, because they've just done irreparable things to the universe too,
Oh, we have.
and that being or whatever is also trying to prevent humans from messing with other worlds and other intelligent life forms in the universe.
Which we try to.
Because so humans are basically like done for, and this entity or whatever is just like, yeah, you guys are done. And this will happen in the near future of when this guy takes the psychedelics. It'll be like in the near future, and then so when he comes back at the very end of the album, you come down, and he's like having a existential crisis. He doesn't know what to do with this information. He knows it's legit. Like he believes this is actually going to happen, which it actually is. So he literally saw how the world's going to end, and all the sorrow and all the misery and everyone that he loves and everyone in the world dying and how they're going to die. And it's basically a big rain of meteors just catapulting the earth and destroying it.
So it's like a prophecy.
Yeah, it's also precognition is the word. You're getting a vision. Precognition is a vision of what's actually going to happen. Premonition.
That's the word.
Precognition is also a word for it too.
Whatever.
But
They're
yes.
all the same.
Basically,
all the same.
You get the idea. You get the idea, and then also with apocalyptic, it's the most for me. It's one of the more intense. It's more of a storytelling song. That's why it's like it's very thought influenced, where none of the parts repeat. So once a part is done, it just keeps going, and it's supposed to kind of tell the story of the progression of the vision. You know, where you're seeing the vision play out, so it's nothing's going to repeat. You're seeing different things throughout the song.
Right.
The reason for apocalyptic also is humans are going to go extinct, but then there's going to be an epoch's worth of time is going to pass before another intelligent life form is going to be able to try again on this planet to basically be a better human.
What's an epoch worth of time? Okay,
so
it's not a measurable amount of time.
Not technically measurable.
That's what my point is.
But it's meant to be like extremely, like we're talking like probably tens or even hundreds of thousands of years. So that's why humans are going to be long gone. So the next intelligent species that is going to try again to be the next human will probably not be humans. It'll be something else.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I meant by apocalyptic.
Aliens.
It's more than just an apocalypse. You know, an apocalypse, humans can survive. Apocalyptic, for me, is like humans are wiped out, and there's going to be an extended period of time before another life form is going to be able to try to live on this planet and be better. What do you think?
I don't know anymore. No.
Felt like an epoch's worth of time, didn't it?
It did. It felt exactly like an epoch's worth of time, my friend. I loved it. Obviously, I've sat here for the past 2 years, listening to you in here, create this, and pour your entire being into this album.
Yeah, I gave everything in this album,
and it was all him, other than Elliot.
Yep.
Other than Elliot,
I did everything.
No
Elliot
one touched it.
Yep.
I may have said one or two things that I like of opinions that he asked me for, none of which are even relevant.
Sure they are.
Well, I mean, I don't remember them.
Yeah, well, I don't either. Really.
Exactly. So this was focus on you. It's all you.
It's about me.
It was all you, and so seeing you for the past 2 years, working on this, creating this, and then seeing the final product visually and audibly is just mind-boggling, and I can't be more proud of you. And I'm so excited to see where this goes, and I really hope it goes somewhere, because I want to be a stay-at-home wife.
Yeah, right. I just hope people dig it and people are able to find it. So that's why, if you like it, share.
Yeah,
try to share
seriously.
It with big creators. If you're like, you know, like Metal Burb or Drew Fortune or whoever. Nick Nocturnal's not around anymore, but
yeah, boo.
Try to get it to those guys and see
Nick?
if they like it. I think they would like it. There's a lot to love on this album, and it's very different and unique, in my opinion. You can hear a lot of influences, but there's a lot of influences that kind of make this more original and unique than, you know.
You hardcore metalheads are going to know a lot more than me. The nuances and the very tiny, tiny details. A lot of it kind of blurred for me, but I'm used to pop punk. Nothing goes as like this in pop punk.
No, this is it's almost progressive.
Yeah.
And it's a like I said, a lot of Thal influences where not a lot of stuff will repeat. And there's a lot of weird stuff, a lot of production.
Yeah.
I did a lot of ambient stuff, a lot of ambient production, so a lot of weird sounds.
The fact that you got your voice to do so many things is
Yeah, I did
insane.
some goblin voices.
You did goblin voices.
I did some black
you
metal
did the
screams. I
and
did a bleh in Mandala Maze.
Yes, which I'm very happy about.
Yep.
Because he bleh randomly
Bless.
all the time.
Yep. So,
So
yeah,
yeah.
pretty crazy.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It's only 4 songs,
Crazy
but it's a
ride.
very dense album. There's a lot of like things going on with each song, so I'm really happy with it, and I think it's as complete as it could ever be. So
Yeah, I'm so excited for you, baby.
yeah, so hopefully this gets out there. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Comment your favorite song from the EP. And yeah, it should be out now by the time you see this, June 13th.
Yes.
And then the instrumental...
Friday the 13th.
Exactly. And the instrumental version will be available next week, June 20th, 2025. Go to the Bandcamp link in the description. You can buy it. You can support the album by buying it on Bandcamp. And you can also buy tabs if you want to learn guitar and bass parts for the album.
Which are insane, and...
Yeah. So, two different guitars for the album. I use a custom baritone in double drop C sharp for Fear Eater and Apocalyptic. And Mandala Maze and Alkaloid Poisoning, I use a 28-inch baritone 6-string in drop F sharp, with a lot of pitch shifting going around as well. So the two tunings are double drop C sharp and drop F sharp, both on 6-string baritones.
Yep. And we all totally understand what you say. So, on
the
that
nerds
note...
will know. Anyone who wants to buy the tabs, if
They'll
you're listening,
know.
that you might geek out about that.
Honestly, anyone who's listening to this probably plays guitar,
most likely,
or is
something.
or is just obsessed with Thal and metalcore and everything, because y'all are weird.
Let us know
Not
if
kidding.
you're obsessed with Thal and Jen.
I'm just kidding, by the way.
She's
You're not
kidding, 'cause
weird.
I'm weird. And
I'm
a
weird too.
Thal baby.
You're
That. All right, let's get the show
I've
on the
never
road.
called you a Thal baby.
No, I haven't, and that's gonna be the last time I ever say that too.
Oh no, you're not living that down.
Great, fantastic.
On that note,
Let us know what you guys think. Thank you
Yes.
guys so much for checking
Thanks.
this out, and if you made it this far, let us know what your favorite song is. Hopefully you support the album. If you don't, if you just listen to it, that's totally cool. Let me know what you guys think.
where will it all be streaming?
It's streaming on Apple Music, Spotify. It's on YouTube. My handles on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and Bandcamp actually are Dragon Chaser Music, at Dragon Chaser Music. And everywhere else, Apple Music and Spotify, you type in Dragon Chaser, or you should be able to type in Sagistic Visions, because Sagistic is a made-up word. So if you type in Sagistic Visions, the album should come up as long as it's out. So yeah, if it doesn't, let me know, and I will send you a link directly to the thing.
I think they get it.
Dragon Chaser, Sagistic Visions.
Dragon
Thank
Chaser
you so
music.
much.
Thanks, guys.
And take care. Peace.
Bye.